Hi, my name is Heidi Bartolotta. I'm from San Diego, California. I am a mom of two girls, a 13-year-old and a 10-year-old, the joy of my life. My professional background is in the pharmaceutical industry. I was there for years and loved the profession. I loved working with doctors and nurses and PAs, but I found that as I was wanting to focus more on my daughter's lives, that career path wasn't really going to provide that for me. And I had the benefit of being introduced to shopping with Meluca over 11 years ago. A longtime family friend of mine invited me to learn about Meluca's online grocery store. And I just honestly fell in love with the product line. And then years later, 2 years specifically, decided to start facilitating education on Meluca. That's what I do on a daily basis, and it allows me to design my days around my children. I get to plan my day based on what I have specifically for them, and I get to work around that, and that's something that never would have happened for me in the pharmaceutical industry. Meluca, if you've never heard of them before, really replaces a lot of the places that you and I shop. Places like Whole Foods, Walmart, Target, Fred Meyer, Costco, Ralph's, Vons. But Meluca is different in that they are not a retailer. Meluca actually is a manufacturer that allows us as consumers to shop directly with them, and they make healthy living affordable and easy for everyone. This isn't one of those companies where one of your friends is trying to sell you something, which was my concern years ago. It's actually a company where you get to have your own direct shopping account with the manufacturer. And they have a membership fee of $19. The membership comes with a load of benefits. You get things like, over the first 5 months that you're shopping, $100 in free products, and what company does that? They also do things like buy one, get one free offers, you get coupons, and you also get a 30 to 50% discount as a member. Meluca.com is where you shop. So again, it's not something where someone is selling you something. You actually have your own account where you get to go in and shop with Meluca. And Meluca has become, over the last few years, one of the largest online wellness shopping clubs in North America. In fact, last year, they did $1.75 billion in sales. So while you've probably never heard of them before, they're an incredibly stable company. And this next slide is actually my favorite one because I feel like as consumers, when we really understand the value that we get, it just makes sense to shop here. Did you know that 63% of what you and I spend when we walk into a grocery store is really just going to pay for channels of distribution? Most of our products nowadays that we purchase are manufactured overseas, and then they're shipped into the US, and we as the consumer pay for that. And then it goes into a warehousing facility, and we pay for that facility. It goes to a distribution center that is specific to that retailer that you generally purchase from, like Target, for example. And then it eventually makes it into their retail location, so either their retail location or their online fulfillment center. And then you wrap in advertising. And think about the cost of that and what it makes up in our product. Meluca is just different. They manufacture their products here in the US and they send them directly to us as their consumer. So it allows us to really get some substantial value because that 63% is redirected into things that benefit you and I. Things like better quality ingredients, manufacturing a product that's incredibly fresh because it's not sitting in a warehousing facility for months before we get it as the customer. But they can also take that additional percentage and invest it into our customer loyalty programs that I mentioned, that $100 in free products, and all the benefits that we get as a customer with Meluca. It really is just investing back in the quality of the product that you and I benefit from. And they manufacture in all of these kinds of areas of the grocery store, if you will. So we have nutrition and weight loss, sports nutrition and healthy foods or healthy snacking, medicine cabinet, coffee and tea, one of my personal favorites, personal care, skincare, cosmetics, home cleaning and laundry, and then essential oils. And I'm going to take you through very briefly and maybe just highlight a couple of my favorites and ones that really connect with people because the quality and the ingredients and just the value that you get from Meluca is something that I want you to understand, but I can't go through over 400 products with you in such a short span of time. So One of the things to note is that Melaleuca really focuses on science, and the products that you will receive from Melaleuca, many of them will have patent numbers. Melaleuca has over 100 patents. They're very, very keyed into products that actually perform, and so they test them. They do clinical trials. And some of my favorites that I think this really means something in is our nutritional line. Melaleuca's nutritional line is really that ounce of prevention that I feel most people are looking for, and they have so many options. If you're someone that uses an omega-3 or a pre or probiotic, one of my favorites is our GC Control. It stands for glucose control, and it's a blood sugar support product. This product's ingredient profile is amazing, and what we see is people that struggle with things like hypoglycemia or prediabetes, or even someone that really wants to lose weight. I think it's probably the best kept secret in weight loss. It's only $1.33 per serving, and I've watched people lose anywhere from 5 to well over 100 pounds. And it's simply a snack replacement that you drink twice a day, and it's yummy, so you actually want to drink it. Lots of different flavors. This one is one that I feel like really can impact people's lives. We also have a product called Activate C that would replace like an emergency or an airborne. Lower in price. I think it tastes a lot better, and it's higher in vitamin C and zinc. And then one of my personal favorites, and this is going to sound really funny, but it was truly life-changing for me, is Melaleuca's Creme Delight Omega-3. It's a liquid omega-3, and I have 2 young daughters, and omega-3s are one of the most widely studied nutritional supplements out there. I have been giving them to my daughters as long as they could take fish oil. But what I found before Melaleuca's product was that it was a fish oil that kind of had a little bit of a lemon aftertaste. You still definitely would taste the fish oil. So in the morning, I would be standing there shoveling an omega-3 and then peanut butter or almond butter or yogurt or something to make them swallow it. And with Melaleuca's Creme Delight, they literally will walk to the refrigerator, grab it, and squeeze it in their mouth. It tastes kind of like a liquid Starburst. And I know that they're getting the nutrition that they need. And then we have nutrition that really speaks to those of us that are maybe getting on a little bit in age or maybe concerned with just prevention. Melaleuca's Peak Performance Pack has 2 studies that have been done that show exceptional results in overall key health markers. So if you're someone that would say your family has a history of high cholesterol or high blood pressure, or you're someone that is very concerned about your blood glucose, or maybe you exercise a lot and you really just want to give your body that extra nutrition that it needs, this Peak Performance Pack is exactly what you're looking for. As I mentioned before, it's kind of that ounce of prevention I feel that most people are looking for, but the difference is that it's so economically priced that families can actually afford it. It's very different than walking into a GNC or a vitamin shop where you're going to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars to get these nutritionals. Melaleuca packages them in an easy morning and evening pack, and it's something that families can afford. We also have everything in sports nutrition, so pre-post exercise. Our protein powders, our protein bars are wonderful. We have a product called Sustain Sport that would replace like a Gatorade or a vitamin water, high in electrolytes, high in B vitamins. I love it because it's a nice replacement for flavored drinks. And if you're like me and you like sweet tea, you can pour it in black tea and it will sweeten it nicely for 3 grams of sugar. So we have everything in an area called Select. So if you're someone that needs to stay away, maybe you have food allergies and you need to stay away from gluten or soy, we have an entire line that speaks to that, to food allergies and food preferences. And then we have a digestive health line. This is one that we don't talk a lot about because digestive health isn't really something you talk about. But most Americans, I find, when you start to talk about prebiotics, probiotics, fiber, kind of perk up a little bit because they know it's something that they need in their diet. And the thing that's great about Melaleuca's is it tastes good and it doesn't upset your digestive system. Healthy snacking. So our Simply Fit line has a host of healthy snacking items, anywhere from popcorn to crackers to granola bars. And for me, The thing that I love about this is Melaleuca will not make something unless they can make it better. And the way that they do that in healthy snacking is you will find that our granola has omega-3s. You'll find that it's higher in fiber, it's lower in sugar than the other products that people are usually choosing. And the freshness piece, the fact that Melaleuca manufactures on a monthly basis and you're getting something that hasn't been sitting in a warehousing facility, you really notice the difference when you bite into the granola, when you bite into the snack bars. The Simply Fit snack bars that have chocolate on them, they don't have that white sheen that tells you that the product is old, and they almost kind of melt in your mouth because they're so fresh. So coffee and tea. I love coffee, and Melaleuca nailed it when they came out with their coffee line. It is fantastic. It actually makes me want to stay home and have coffee instead of going out to coffee. I invite friends over now instead of meeting them at a coffee shop. It's fantastic, and it's all fair trade. And then kind of everything in your daily needs. This is the non-sexy stuff, the stuff that all of us use in our home, all of us shop for on a regular basis. Things like toothpaste, deodorant, shampoo, shaving cream, mouthwash, hand soap. And again, they just do it differently. Little things, but things that they invest in the ingredients. For example, the tooth polish, which in my opinion, after I was introduced to shopping with Melaleuca, I have never had a tooth polish that made my mouth feel like I just walked out of the dentist office from having my teeth cleaned. And they use things like papaya enzyme as a whitener, so it doesn't scratch your teeth and it's not abrasive on your teeth. Renew Lotion is one of Melaleuca's top sellers, and for me was personally life-changing actually, because I struggle with eczema. Unfortunately, I get it on my face, around my nose and my mouth, and prior to being introduced to Melaleuca's line, I used prescription medications. I actually had such intense eczema that steroid creams actually didn't work for me. I had to use something called a sulfonamide cream. But what I found with Melaleuca's Renew Lotion is that when I start to get the little bumps that indicate that I'm going to flare up, I use this as my night cream, and it just calms it and it goes away. So little things that they do with the ingredients, or really big things that they do with the ingredients, that really can impact someone's life. And I know it sounds funny when you're talking about body wash and shampoo, but sometimes those things really do affect us. We have an entire beauty line. And this line is so funny for me because women are so particular when it comes to beauty products. We get set in stone on the things that we love. And I was, again, very hesitant to try this line because specifically of my eczema. And what I found is that the ingredients are exceptional, and it is a far lower cost than what I was spending prior to shopping with Melaleuca. And the thing that's nice about this line is that it's just logical when you think about it. Melaleuca is not spending money on the beautiful supermodels, and I know we all love to look at the ads that they have in magazines, but we also know that that adds a lot of expense to the product. They're not spending money on shelf space at Sephora. They're simply manufacturing it and sending it directly to you and I as the customer. And they also happen to be a vitamin manufacturer, so there's full supplement strength vitamins in the skincare line. So just an exceptional quality, but at a price point that everyone can afford. We have an essential oil line, and our essential oils run about 30% less than other companies that are out there. And it's not because Melaleuca's are inferior in quality. In fact, they're quality tested. They meet all of the standards that other oil companies meet. The difference is that Melaleuca sources a tremendous amount of essential oils. And because of their model interacting directly with you and I as their customer, they're able to pass it on at a really great price. Melaleuca uses a lot of their essential oils in their botanical cleaning line. And I have to say for me that this was the line that really drew me as a customer. My background is in respiratory health, and I had been involved in some studies where they were testing specifically ammonia. But I got to see a lot of what happens with bleach and ammonia products in the respiratory system. And so I, as a mom, when I started having children, was really adamant about having cleaning products in my home that did not have those toxic ingredients, and tried probably 8 or 9 different green cleaning brands before I was introduced to shopping with Melaleuca. None of them cleaned as effectively, and they were all more expensive. What you will find with Melaleuca's cleaning line is that it works. They're not only safer in that they don't have things like bleach, ammonia, phosphates, they don't have formaldehyde. They're actually so safe that Melaleuca isn't required to put a child's safety cap on the bottle. But the difference is that they clean just as effectively as the products that do have very toxic ingredients in them. And they're so cost effective that any family can afford it. For example, Melaleuca's laundry detergent, which is called Melipower, is 6 times concentrated. And that bottle, which is $17.49, will do the same number of loads as 3 bottles of Tide. Now, if you're using a product like Method or Myers or Earth's Best, it's actually going to be even more of a cost savings. And what you'll find is that it cleans just as, if not more effectively than what you're currently using, but it's botanically based. I get all kinds of customers coming back to me and saying, I can't believe, I'm actually able to use laundry detergent that has a nice scent to it now. It doesn't seem to bother my skin or bother my respiratory system. I have lots of moms that will say, I can't believe how well this botanical laundry detergent gets out the stains in the baseball pants and the soccer gear, and it just cleans really effectively. And then we have things like Tub and Tile, which is a bathroom cleaner. It's 12 times concentrated, so it will make 6 spray bottles of cleaner. It would replace things like a scrubbing bubbles, a Lime Away, a Clorox foaming spray, but it doesn't have that overwhelming toxic smell that those products do. It actually has a really nice citrus scent. So you can actually stand in the bathroom and continue to clean and still breathe at the same time. And as you can see, I've talked about, maybe 13, 14 items, and Melaleuca has well over 400 items that they manufacture. When you set up your shopping account, one of the benefits of becoming a brand new member is Melaleuca makes these conversion packs available to brand new customers. It's kind of a nice way to introduce you to their store, but they give you a tremendous discount. So as a brand new member, you can start with a home conversion pack, a value pack, or one of our customer favorites packs, and they package up all of the most purchased items that Melaleuca has, which also includes our Peak Performance Nutritional Pack. And you'll notice that there's a tremendous savings. The home conversion pack, you get over $160 in free products. In our value pack, you get over $140 in free products. And I always recommend that customers begin with this pack. It's the way that I started, and I know for a fact that I would not have fallen in love with the toothpaste and the shampoo and the face wash if I hadn't started with one of these packets, because I was really intrigued with their botanical cleaning line. But at the time I was introduced to Melaleuca, I was pretty happy with the other products that I was using. What this pack did for me is it really helped me to kind of, kick the tires of their products and really try things and see, did I like this? Did I like the scent of this? Did I like the taste of this? And as you can see, years later, I'm still shopping here because I just fell in love with their product line. So Melaleuca's shopping membership comes with a 30 to 50% discount for members. You get all of the products delivered directly to your home with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. And the one thing that Melaleuca asks of you is for a little bit of commitment. The way that they define commitment is something called product points. So they ask that you shop for at least 35 product points on a monthly basis. Now, don't worry about this. It's not a contract. You can end it at any time. And product points may sound confusing, but it's actually to streamline the fact that customers shop in so many countries, so there's no currency conversion. Here in the US, 35 product points would be roughly $55 to $60. And it's just replacement shopping. So you're simply taking that money from your current grocery budget, drugstore budget, beauty counter budget, and reapplying it to Melaleuca. 35 product points is somewhere between 1 to 5 items, and what you'll find is that most people will shop for well in excess of 50, 55, 100. Our family shops for well over 200 product points every month. And I'm a firm believer in nutritionals, but even if you cut a few of those out, our family would still be well over 100, 150 product points. And I always tell people, give it a try. There is no commitment here. You can cancel your account at any time. Really try it out. Try the different items and see if you like them. Because if you do what I do, you'll probably end up never wanting to go back to the things that you were using before. The way that you indicate that you're going to be a member is you customize a little favorites pack that basically says, if a month goes by that I haven't suspended my account, but I didn't shop for whatever reason, please send me out these items to keep all of my membership benefits intact. You can go in and change and update that membership pack anytime you want to, but it will come out to you if a month goes by that you haven't shopped or gone in and suspended your account. And here's the reason that Melaleuca does this. It's not to lock you into something. Melaleuca uses the number of customers that they have shopping to project monthly manufacturing. So it's really for them to be able to, again, benefit you by manufacturing fresher products. Simply know that at any time you can go in and end your account or update your membership pack. I actually had mine come out to me once. I was in and out of the hospital for a month, and I was really grateful that every 3 or 4 months I'll go in and I'll change the items that I have in there to be the things that my girls are eating on a regular basis, the flavor of things or the sense of things that we're enjoying in our home. And it was nice to have it sitting there when I got home. So make sure that you go in and update that, and just know that as a member, that is the commitment that you're making to get all of the other benefits, the $100 in free products, the buy one, get one free offers, and the 30 to 50% discount. And one of the ways that I have found that customers find products to customize that little membership pack is by watching something that we call Learn to Earn videos. So Melaleuca has this great program where they essentially bribe you to watch a little commercial. They're between 2 and 4 minutes long, and you get to learn about their products and really get to understand them. And what it does is it releases $100 that you then get to spend within the website over the next 5 months. So they give you $100 to spend for free. What you find is that you learn so much, and you'll get to choose, yes, that's a phenomenal product for me and my family, or no, that one doesn't fit us. So they're a great way to learn a lot more about the product line. After your first 5 months of shopping, every month that you watch another video or two, Melaleuca deposits 15% of what you grocery shop for back into your account that you get to, again, use in what they call loyalty dollars. Here's the benefit of this. It's basically 15% off of your grocery shopping. There isn't a grocery store that you walk into today that will give you 15% back. They don't have the ability to do that, but Melaleuca does, because they're taking that 63% that they're not spending on those retail locations, and they're investing it back in you and I as their customer. They also have other benefits like Marketplace. If you're an online shopper, this will save you a lot of money because you can go into your Melaleuca account, click on the little tab that says Marketplace, and find all of your favorite places that you shop online, and you'll get additional discounts as a Melaleuca member. And when you fall in love with the products and you decide that you want to refer someone else, and some people do this really kind of by accident. They'll be telling a friend about a product and say, oh my goodness, I need to educate you on shopping with Melaleuca. Or maybe you're someone that comes here, falls in love with the products, and decides that you really would like to supplement your income or even replace an income like I have. Everyone has the ability to refer customers to Melaleuca. You don't pay anything else. There's no starter pack in order to refer someone. It's really simply about facilitating education so they understand who and what Melaleuca is and how they can shop here. And when you do that, you don't sell anything. You're not a distributor, you don't deliver catalogs, you don't collect money from anyone. Again, it's really just facilitating education. And when you refer a customer, Melaleuca thanks you in the form of a check. And the way that that works is you earn a 50% commission on any customer that you refer in the first 3 months that they're shopping. Why do they do that? Number one, because Melaleuca knows that if you will engage with making some recommendations and truly helping your customer to shop, maybe help them to pick out different scents or different flavors, or if they do get something that they don't care for, help them to call into Melaleuca so that they can get a replacement option. When you engage with them, those customers are going to be here for months and months and years later. So those first 3 months are really critical. So they kind of, again, really invest in you spending that time by giving you a 50% commission in the first 3 months that your customer is shopping. After that, it then goes to between 7 and 20%, and that's based on the number of customers you've referred. So when you have 1 to 7 customers, you earn 7% on their shopping. 8 or more customers, it jumps to 14%. And as soon as you've referred 20 customers to shopping, Melaleuca consistently pays you every month 20% on what those customers shop for. So imagine creating a few $100s extra that's coming into your home. Maybe you can use it to pay for your grocery shopping, or maybe you get to do something fun with it. Take the family out to dinner, or maybe go get a facial or something fun with it. But if you continue to refer customers and you invest in educating and helping others to shop, Melaleuca really rewards you. There is an example here of referring 10 customers, and if you referred 10 customers in a month, that would result in $250 in income. If you just referred another 4 customers each month after that, over the course of 3 months, that would result in about $1,050 for your family. Now imagine what that would mean for you, and imagine what that might mean for someone that you know that is really looking for a way to replace an income or supplement an income. And then you can go on and look at full replacement income here by investing more time. It's something for me that when I was introduced to shopping with Melaleuca, I really came here as a customer and fell in love with the products over a 2-year period. And then some things changed in my life. I really loved the pharmaceutical industry, but it wasn't going to provide the flexibility that I wanted as a mom. And what Melaleuca has given me and my family is the opportunity to have a tremendous income, an income that I would never have had in the pharmaceutical industry, but I'm able to do it around my daughters. I schedule my day, I schedule my business hours, I schedule it around them. So that flexibility and that time is something that you can't put a price tag on. And whatever that number is for you that would provide that for you and your family, Melaleuca can help you to create it. And these are some of my team members that have done just that, replaced an income. And what you'll see is that we come from all different backgrounds of life. You have a coach, you have a CPA, you have someone from real estate, you have a doctor. But the 2 that I really want to point out are the 2 on the very bottom, Angie Gange and Jennifer Becker. And what you'll notice is that in their first 12 months, they have very different incomes. Angie made well over 6 figures in her first 12 months, and Jennifer made $44,000. And I point this out because it's all about you and the effort that you want to invest in the goals that you have. Jennifer was initially wanting to supplement, and Angie wanted to replace her income. So she put in significantly more time, and the result of that was a full-time income. You can reference Melaleuca's income statistics at melaleuca.com. And what I would say to you is the only way that that works is because Melaleuca's products truly work, because they invest in the science, in the ingredients, and that is shown in our 96% monthly reorder rate. Melaleuca has customers that will never leave shopping here because we just honestly can't find these quality products anywhere else at the same price. And when you look at shopping with Melaleuca, if you decide that you are intrigued also on the revenue side, please let the person that invited you on know. It doesn't lock you into anything. You're not saying that you're committing to anything, but what it does do is it allows us to give you more information and really walk you through step by step. What would that look like to refer other customers? How can we partner with you in that? How can we teach you what we have learned in facilitating education with others? And with that, I will just say welcome to Shopping with Melaleuca.